You slept 9 hours last night. You thought that was good for you. Your doctor probably said the same thing. But here's what nobody told you. There's a point where sleep flips, where it stops being medicine and quietly becomes the reason your belly won't budge. And most people over 50 crossed that line years ago. It's not your diet. It's not your age. It's not your metabolism being slow. It's your sleep. The very thing you thought was healing you, working against you. And the science on this, it's been sitting in research labs for years. Nobody just talked about it like this before. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through something called the sleep threshold, the exact biological line where your body stops recovering fat and starts storing it instead. I'll show you the science. I'll show you what it's doing to your cortisol, your insulin, and your belly specifically. And I'll give you a 3-step fix that most people start feeling within 4 days. Stay with me, because the third step is the one that actually changes everything. There's also something happening inside your brain while you oversleep, a cleanup system that most people have never heard of. And when it runs too long, it sends a chemical signal that directly tells your fat cells to hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. But first, let me show you what's actually happening in your body right now. If you've been eating cleaner, moving more, getting your full night of sleep, and the weight is still just stuck, you're not broken. You're just sleeping past the line, and your body has been quietly paying for it every single morning. Here's a question that should bother you. Why do studies consistently show that people who sleep longer tend to carry more belly fat than people who sleep less? Not the same. More. That doesn't make sense on the surface, does it? You're resting. You're recovering. You're doing the right thing. So why is your body treating it like a threat? Your body doesn't reward extra sleep, it penalizes it. Here's what's going on inside you. When you sleep, your cortisol is supposed to drop, hit the floor, reset. So when you wake up, it rises gradually, naturally, and gives you clean energy. That's the design. But when you sleep past your body's actual need, cortisol doesn't drop all the way. It plateaus. It hovers. And elevated cortisol does one very specific, very stubborn thing. It tells your body you're under threat. And under threat, your body does not burn fat. It stores it. Specifically around your abdomen, because that's where it can access it fastest in an emergency. Your body isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It just thinks you're in danger because of your alarm clock. Now layer this on top of something called your circadian rhythm. Your body runs on an internal 24-hour clock. It controls when you burn fat, when you store it, when your insulin works, when it doesn't. When you oversleep, even by 90 minutes, you don't just feel groggy. You shift that clock. And a shifted clock doesn't just run late. It scrambles the metabolic signals your body depends on all day long. The result? Insulin resistance. Your cells stop responding properly to insulin's signal. Blood sugar stays elevated. Your body converts that glucose directly into stored fat, and you wonder why you're doing everything right and nothing is working. Now, remember that brain system I mentioned earlier? It's called the glymphatic system. While you sleep, it flushes toxic waste from your brain, clears the fog, resets your thinking. It's incredible, actually, but here's the part nobody talks about. This system was built to run for a specific window. When you give it too much time, it doesn't just clean. It starts disrupting the hormonal balance that controls your hunger and your fat metabolism the next morning. Stanford researchers found that people over 60 who regularly overslept showed measurable drops in blood oxygen and elevated brain fog, not from sleeping too little, from sleeping too much. The system ran past its window, and the brain paid for it. All right, here's how you actually fix this. 3 steps. Simple ones. Step 1. Find your sleep floor. For most adults over 35, the metabolic sweet spot is 7 to 7.5 hours. Not 5, that's its own problem. Not 9, that's where the threshold breaks. 7 to 7.5 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep is where cortisol resets cleanly, circadian rhythm holds, and your body actually burns stored fat during morning hours. Step 2. Light before anything else. Within 30 minutes of waking up, get natural sunlight on your face. Not through a window. Outside if you can. Even 5 minutes. This single habit resets your metabolic clock faster than any supplement on the market. It tells your cells, day has started, burn mode is on. Without it, your metabolism gets a delayed ignition, and you spend the whole morning running on stored stress hormones instead of stored fat. Step 3. Anchor your wake time. Every day. This is the one people resist, but it's the most powerful. Pick a wake time and protect it like a meeting you can't miss. Weekdays, weekends, all of it. Your circadian rhythm doesn't take days off, and the moment you catch up on sleep on Sunday, you reset the confusion all over again. Monday morning, your body has no idea what time it is, and your metabolism reflects that. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Sleep is not the enemy. Oversleeping is, and for most people over 40 who are stuck, not losing, not progressing, exhausted despite enough rest, this is the missing piece. Not a new diet, not another workout program. The threshold, 7 to 7.5 hours. Morning light, a consistent wake time. That's the reset. Your body already knows how to burn fat. You just have to stop telling it not to. If this made something click for you, hit like. It helps people who need this actually find it. And drop a comment right now. How many hours are you sleeping most nights? Let's find out how many of us are past that threshold. Subscribe if you want the rest of this series, because next, we're going into something even more specific.